Hello and welcome. So as you can see, I'm in gathering gear for botanist with a neat little leaf thing on my axe. But while I was doing that, I realized that this guy wants us to look around the last of the players' places. Who am I to judge the priorities of politicians, but much less pirates? Now there's a combination, pirate politicians. So we're going to head over here. A couple more low-level quests. Oh, somebody's taking care of their chocobo. I'm going to have to go down there. That is the entrance to this area. Doot, 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 doot. Mist and all plots within are to be sold exclusively to adventurers, so to encourage their immigration to Limsa. Why only adventurers? Practical necessity. Dire need of fresh blood, capable, courageous adventurers who will fight our foes and protect our interests. Okay. Doesn't really matter where we go, really. And this is what Limsa looks like. Or at least their housing. We'll go looking around a little bit. Still decorated. Welcome to Mist. Like I said, most of these places are gonna just look like whatever the people design. There's the Chocobo house over there. Got the big spires. Someone's got a Chocobo and a Moogle kite over there. All the things we need. What in the world is that thing? Well, that's a monster from later, I know, but I was not expecting to see a house themed like it. There. And here Olaf is missing it. I mean, these snowmen seem to have absolutely no issues right here. But yep, this is Mist. Now, I did learn that if we are interested, you can have a room in the free company. So with the guild, we can have a room there, and then if you want to, we can eventually see about buying a house somewhere. There are two more places. I think two more places. I know there's at least one more place that we can go and possibly get a house. But Yep, that is the last of the original places. We will leave the residential district. So we'll go over, we'll talk to them, turn in this quest. They have 2 things to do, and we will continue on our way with quests. Okay. And doing that opens up that we can teleport right to them with the... lower decks. I want to go to the lower decks. Now while we're here, I can show off 2 little things that they can do, that the gatherers can do that other people cannot. Other than find things, we can sneak, which allows us to avoid enemies up to 4 levels higher than our level, and we can sprint. Which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but before you have your chocobo, or if you're trying to get between a couple of places fairly quickly, sprinting can be very useful. I probably don't use it nearly as much as I should have. You can also use sprint to get away from enemies, since most enemies will have a certain distance that they'll follow you before they just give up and don't do anything with you. Now, I'm still kind of upset that I can't really trade directly between my main character and this one. It's a bit disappointing, but such is life. We're going to go over here. We're going to talk to the guildmaster. Oh, that is not what I was hoping for. Okay, so both of the receptionists are in here. Unless you're blind and deaf, I presume you're wandering into our forge on your own accord. Yes, we will join the Blacksmith Guild. Trade born of blood and brine. Smithies have forged their weapons and fitted out their ships from keel to camp. Of course, till sea swallows all ain't just an idle saying. Brine will eat through even the stoutest iron given time. Our forebears long struggled to forge more rust-resistant allies. Lucky for me, the Smithies of Eld were a determined bunch and clever too, so they learned that the kobolds knew something of advanced metallurgy, and Smithies set out to make it their own. So we got a history of the Blacksmith Guild. Yep, we will go talk to him. Can't have half-arsed adventurers wasting forge matter. We'll grab the other quest while we're at it, too. No greater joy than shaping a shapeless lump of iron into a shining breastplate. Yep. A mystery offshoot of the blacksmithing. The years trickled by, the techniques for working sheet metal into armor plates became a specialized trade. The skill necessary in market also needed for shipbuilding. But building ships is a bit harder than knocking out simple helms, which led those armorers who were good enough to work on boats to claim the title of shipwright. So they apparently needed... People got confused and lines needed to be drawn. And being as they were, there's a fair bit of competition between the two. Forge Hanaza's tongue could strip the scales off a fish back at 40 paces. Oh. No, we want to claim that quest. So this is the Forge Master of the Blacksmiths Guild. A name fit for a hero if I ever heard one. Putting the cart before the chocobo. Here, take this cross-peen hammer. A smithy without a hammer is without a drink. Is like me without a drink. Bloody useless. Oh, okay. So we'll go ahead and equip this. See, you standing there reminds me of a less ale-sodden, more lady-shaped version of my younger self. Hey, the congregating us soft-headed scholarlies here, smitten learned by doing. You get him hotter than a bombard's backside. So I need to forge a bronze ingot. Oh hey, guess what I've got? I've got everything I need to make a bronze ingot. Doo-doo-doo. So let's give him the bronze ingot. Let him look it over. Sure you want to do that? Yeah, I might have a little bit of crafting experience up to here. Seen plenty of folk get drunk off early success only to puke their guts up later because they forgot that talent's worth bugger all without hard work and dedication. We'll complete this. Do 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 do. And then we'll go talk to Hazana. Day after day, you'll pit flesh and blood against iron and flame. Truly master the craft, you must possess of a will of unyielding as the metals you work. Yup. I'm a stubborn bugger. You ever give me aught less than your best, you'll be out the door before you realize my boot is connected with your backside. Unless you craft something with that hammer of yours, you'll look like a babe with a rattle to me, and have no intention of mothering you. And she wants a bronze ingot as well. But you notice a key difference between these two. She wants a bronze ingot with an ice shard, where he makes a bronze ingot. The smithing makes the bronze ingot with a fire shard. So there's a couple of key differences between these guys, between the way they go about it. No, we're good. Let me hand this over to you. So yep, we got this. And it's good to do these because they will... bronze ingots in your... mountains of bronze ingots in your dreams. But, yeah, as you go on, we'll see if it actually shows it. Boop, 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 boop. As we run around, I will go over here. Here we go. Right now we're in armor craft, which makes the alchemy and the culinarian main hands, as well as shields, swords, shields, legs, helmets. Where the smithing section is where we get our armor, carpenter, most of our various main hands for crafting, and some of the ones for offhands. But now that we've done that, we're going to swap over to this. And yes, I'm actually going to keep progressing the quest. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy, and if you think you're still interested, let me know. Yes, I am interested. Yeah. Word has it some suspicious buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Stasha Seagrot. I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. Weren't so long ago that the Fishback's pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folks are feeling a little nervous. Oh. So this is the Commodore. He's the chief of the Yellow Jackets, which are the main security people around here. I show several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinities of the Isles of Umbra. Information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after the squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Stasha Seagrot. Her research revealed little save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Stasha again. But with the Sahagwan testing our defenses daily, I'm loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. So, Western No-Sea. More detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Melpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. Rising to the challenge. Let's see what these are, because these are kind of story quests. Wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness were somehow my fault. Then we'll talk to this lady. Dangerous madman. Either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa, or with the slasher of fisherman's bottom on the loose. I'd heard there's a madman about, that said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse. Okay. Tight-arse bastard trained 20 flagons and probably papped out. So he's heading for Aleport. Now we must speak with the disgruntled madame. And there is a flustered man. Artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. I have branded a criminal of the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. Forge Master Hosanna, Guildmaster Beaton, and Severn. So this should be amusing. Ah! Totally fat-fingered that one. As the barmy fool's lost his tools, pardon me, the appendages of his very soul again, as thrashing and tossing about like the end of days is nigh. Okay. Well, that's going to be a little bit of a journey to figure out where that stuff is. What the heck? Can we go down from here? We cannot. We need to go up to get up on the map to go down to the other level, which is where we're going to find the ferry docks. Go this way. Oh, no, we're not doing the fishing. We are going down further. Slack-ass fishing guild master over there. Book contains the record of his numerous adventures. Russia journal right here might as well as have your name on it. Keep a record of your own one day. Be off, and a flag in R20 at of the realm's finest ale calls me. Now we have access to the challenge log. We'll talk to her. Hall is on the way to Sestasha. So the hall's kind of nice. It's kind of a entry area for quests. So you'll learn how to quest before going out and doing too much else. But I do believe this will be into the end of the video for now. So, as always, I hope you had fun. I hope it was an interesting little journey for you with seeing the Limsa place. So, until next time, goodbye.